Hello, my darling Virgo friends. I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what's coming in and what Spirit wants you to know for August. What Spirit wants you to know and to keep in mind. It's almost like, what are your superpowers this month? Yeah, let's ask Spirit, what are your superpowers this month? Variance, I got two cards. Variance and inward revolution, which is upside down. So it's almost like, that's interesting. We're going to have to read these two cards, which means this reading is going to get a little lengthy. These cards are from the Secret Language of Light, Transmissions for Your Soul deck. Let's see 42 first, which is about balance. I think there's a lack of balance here. And this reduces to a 3, card number 39, variance. So let's read them. It's interesting because this card here in the first part here is almost the last card in the deck. So last card in the book, it tells me about your upward evolution and your spiraling upwards and your DNA creation, creating what you were meant to create all in divine timing. This is, if you look at the card, you can see the sequence of DNA on there as the spiral upwards and downwards, and internal it's like a clock or a watch. Time is very important here. There's an inward revolution based on what's happened over the course of your life. It's like the way to your heart. You are always moving forward even when you feel like you are going backwards. Your path may seem to go up and down or inward and outward. The spiral is a symbol of your soul journey. It represents the cyclical adventure into your heart center. You will continually revisit aspects of your life to bring you to deeper understanding. Difficulties and challenges can command a greater focus as they help to build bigger and better dreams and desires. Each cycle of life is an important stepping stone that expands into the next. Your life will only feel authentic when you come to your own conclusions. An inward revolution will open you to the wisdom of your soul. It is a path we must all take to truly know and love ourselves. From this place, we move outward back into the world empowered with our soul's wisdom. You are worthy of all you desire, no matter where you are in your spiral. So, not feeling worthy of the vibration that you have created for yourself and what your soul is calling you towards. There's something huge here about inward revolution, but this card being upside down is almost like you're denying it. 39, let's read it, variance. Today you may not feel like yourself. You and your soul are looking at the same thing but are seeing it differently. Your emotions and reactions are a combination of your thoughts and your soul's thoughts. And when they don't align, you feel wobbly. Variance is a way of explaining the wobble. I would call this the in-between. The wobble between how do I get there and where I am. When you have the same perspective as your soul, things feel right. They may seem satisfactory and easy. No limiting beliefs or patterns are triggered, but there is a feeling that all is well. Your soul will never join you in judgment, blame, or hurt, because it is not the truth of you. It is not the perspective of love. How you feel reveals how aligned you are with your soul. If you are experiencing something that doesn't feel quite right, take a breath and come back to your center. You will begin to feel better, inspired to navigate your inner radar and ready to receive your soul's transmission. Place a hand on the card and feel the softness of your heart. Close your eyes and become aware of your breath. Don't try to regulate it. Just be aware of it. Flow it with your attention as it moves in and out of your body. Feel your lungs be soothed and nourished with eternal breath that fills your senses with joy and your heart with grace. Allow your thoughts, emotions, tensions, and tightness to melt away. Let it be transformed by your breath. Your mind may wander. Try to involve you in thoughts of what you could or should be doing. If this happens, gently return to your breath and let all be as it is. Be willing to see beyond your point of view. Knowledge is power and removes fear. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. I don't know about all y'all, but I needed to hear that today. So that's beautiful. Let's see. We are going to pull a card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. I think this inward revolution card being upside down is just that you've not understood exactly what's going on here. There's a variation between what your soul feels about a topic and what you feel about a topic. And there has to be an inner coming together with your soul and with you. It's kind of like agreement to get into the flow. To get into the flow of what the divine has for you, you have to get into agreement with your soul, because they will never join you in your confusion or disarray. In order to get into happiness, that's what needs to happen. Healing chaos. See, there's an inward revolution. Interesting, healing chaos comes out here. And gateway. After all of this, it's like a gateway to your everything is being opened. It's beautiful. Healing chaos. There's been chaos within your emotions. All of this tornado here, and it has all these butterflies around. It's absolute transformation in your emotions. Flow into happiness. It will heal the chaotic energy between what you have been wanting or how you have been viewing what's going on and how your soul has been viewing it. You want this inward revolution to heal the chaos to get to this gateway, then that's what needs to happen. You need to have agreement with your soul. And the only way to do that, my friends, is to understand that it's not necessary. The difference between point A and point B is resistance. And when you lose the resistance, you can find a way to lose the resistance and understand that really the future is now, and you're already at point B anyway, because the future is now. That minute just passed. It just passed. That second just passed again. Man, it just keeps passing. Well, you know what? There you're already on your way to point B, whether you think you are or not. So there's something very important there for somebody to enter into this gateway. Let's read it. There are places on the planet where the veil between the physical realms and the mystical dimensions is especially thin. These places are called portals, vortexes, or spiritual gateways. In mythology, they are revered as places where things beyond ordinary reality can occur. This also, a person can be this gateway. In mythology, there are revered as, oh, I already read that part, sorry. See, we're always going back over something instead of understanding the energy that's flowing through us and being in the moment and flowing with what the divine has on the go. Mystics, visionaries, and shamans can traverse this realm and the next through these places. In Celtic tradition, the wee folk, fairies, and elves easily move through these portals and have access to these magical places, and enchanted valleys is the place where these portals often appear. Magic is afoot, wondrous events are unfolding, profound revelations and inner illuminations are close at hand. It is now much easier to manifest your dreams. This is an excellent time to take action on the visions for your future. A small amount of action now will generate much bigger results. Gateways to spirit are opening, and there are places where the veil is especially thin. Fairies and elves are supporting you, wonders and blossoming in your life. Watch for them. Open your heart to hallowed, holy, magical energy. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Let's pull some energy cards. The universe has my back will be here, and how we're going to manifest goes here. So I think what Spirit wants you to know is you're an energetic portal, or you're coming into a place in your life where you'll be stepping into places where people will come to you that are portals to help mirror and show you the energy that is you. I surrender to a power greater than me, but it's in reverse. So here yet again, I'm not surrendering to the inward revolution. When I lean toward love, I am led. Not necessarily leaning towards love, but there is nothing more sexy than your authentic self. So how do we be our authentic self? We have this inward revolution. We surrender, let it happen, and we lean towards love in everything that we do, in every person that we meet, in everything we do. The love bomb yesterday was all about choosing love, regardless of what's going on. All right, how are we going to manifest this? Tell me, Divine, how are we going to manifest this beautiful variance that's going on? This healing within our soul, the difference about things as to how our soul feels about them and how we feel about them. That's where pain comes from. That's where the sadness comes from, because it's a misalignment with your inner being, your inner soul. When that misalignment happens, we feel the distance between the trueness of ourselves and who we truly are. And when that happens, it's like we feel that somebody coming in to love us, or us going into someone's life to love and create them, it's like we feel like that's coming into alignment with ourselves. But the reality is the reason it feels that way is because when another person comes your way, your inner being connects with their inner being, and you have a mirror reflection of your soul. If something is going on and you're upset about it, you need to change your perspective. And the reason I'm saying that is because your soul knows differently and feels differently about the energy that's going on than you do. Your soul knows that all is well. Your soul knows it's happening for absolute purpose, but the reality of the situation is you're not in alignment with your soul. I think someone's really been hurt here. There's an inward revolution coming and a new gateway and portal opening when this revolution happens. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. You see, your soul knows all is well, just like I said. But see, this was upside down. We need to turn it upright in order to get into manifestation. I'm going to turn the deck the other way, because I don't think my cards are upside down, because I have them upside down and straight. So every card so far I've pulled, except this one and this one, are upside down. So you know there's energy that you're trying to attain or to get to this way of creating, but there's something about you not agreeing with how your soul feels about things. You feel differently than your inner being feels about it. So all it really is needed is a change in perspective. Feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. So if we're talking about getting in alignment, we need to really practice joy, getting excited, getting out and having fun, because the universe works fast when you're having fun, my friends. When you get out of the universe's way, you can truly step into more love, and they will bring you so much more so quickly. So how do we get in touch with what our soul wants and how it believes? What would the highest version of you do in a circumstance or a situation? If you take ego out of the circumstance and you only choose love, what would the highest version of yourself do? How would the highest version of yourself treat this person, treat the situation? When I lean towards love, I am led. What's this about, please? Going into hermit mode, you see, there's the Virgo energy. This is going to resonate for a lot of you. How do I lean towards love when I'm even unsure about what love, the foundation of love even is? I don't even know necessarily how to find that inner love within myself. I can tell everybody I am and tell myself I am, but how do I find that inner alignment? It's by coming into understanding and recognition of how your soul feels. How does your soul feel about the situation? Your highest self, how would they handle the situation with love and care and kindness? And how would they feel about it? They would look at it as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to show love on the outset of all the pain you've been through, the people that have hurt you, everything else, to show love. It's something about casting the first stone. Yet Lee, how's it in the Christian religion? In the Bible, it says, "Let ye who is without sin cast the first stone." It's about understanding that nobody's perfect in any situation. It's not about giving them a free pass. It's not about any of that. It's just about understanding that we are all on a journey towards finding our inner soul and our inner guidance. We are all on a journey towards opening this portal energy, which July here has been, is portal energy. And this is what's going to happen for you in August. Look at that. A huge opportunity, the Ace of Pentacles. And that comes on, I surrender to a power greater than me. There's something you've not been surrendering, where the financial world is concerned, perhaps, in your life. Inward revolution, feeling very upside down about that. Yeah, it's like taken a long time. There's been opportunities, there's been ways to move forward, but it's really taken a long time for somebody. So you're having a little bit of an argument with your soul, based with your mind and your emotions. And your soul understands what's going on and understands the variance and the spiral forward. Remember the card with the spiral forward. I'm going to read that part again. It's so important. From this place we move outward back into the world, empowering with our soul's wisdom. You are worthy of all you desire, no matter where you are in this spiral of creation. Difficulties and challenges can command a greater focus as they help to build bigger and better dreams, long-term dreams that last a long, long time. As focus as they help build bigger, better dreams and desires. Each cycle of life is an important stepping stone that expands into the next. Understanding that your soul has got you, your inner being has got you. The way is happening for you. There is a beautiful infinity, divine timing, destined thing going on here, and you've got to understand that that takes time. Your life will only feel authentic when you come to your own conclusions. An inward revolution will open you to the wisdom of your soul. This was about variance, the variance between what your soul knows and how you feel. So there's a definite variance that needs healing in a few situations, I would say. Feeling guarded, feeling like people are out to take what it is you've created, feeling like you need to defend yourself, feeling like you need to put up walls, feeling like boundaries are a huge, huge thing, and that's good to set boundaries, but the reality is when you can come from this place of love and understanding, look what it is you create. Look what it is you create. Someone had to stand up for themselves, and I believe it was incredibly hard for them to do. And in the standing up for yourself, you started to practice self-love. And I believe because your soul feels differently about this than you do, self-love is something you've had to fight for your whole life. It's something you've had to strive for, to parade the march for. I'm gonna do self-love. I'm practicing self-love, and you can't take nothing from me. You can't take nothing from me. But when you stay in this energy of defense, the law of attraction brings you more things to defend. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. So let's not worry about the future or what's coming our way, what energy's coming our way, and trust that we are divinely protected at all times. The waiting is over, my friends. It's coming out upside down. The waiting is over. Something where you've waited for, there's something about getting aligned in the moment here, because something you've waited for, and it's been for quite some time, is going to come to fruition. Why do I feel like you've been running from the truth here? Running from the truth of the connection between your soul and your inner being, the soul part of you, and how you feel. It's like there's a disconnect again here, a disconnect between how your soul feels and how you feel in order to get to this portal gateway. But all is well here. Even if you're feeling upside down about this inward revolution, it's still happening. The divine's going to take you there regardless. All it depends is on how painful you want it to be. Coming out of lying to yourself, coming out of indecision, coming out of carrying swords around. Not everything has to be a battle with your wits or your wisdom or your knowledge. We can put that burden down. See, this guy's carrying a burden here upright, just trying to sneak away with everything, all the wisdom, knowledge he's got, and getting out of a situation while the getting's good. But the reality is, do you need to? Do you need to feel like you've got to get out of anything? Can you understand and enjoy the pure beauty of what is, even if it feels difficult for you? But the reason it feels difficult is because there's a variance between how your soul feels and how you feel. Your inner being feels differently about the subject than you do. So what would your highest version of you, bring to the table? It's a good question. Feeling good will bring you far more than you thought you ever needed. And dropping these swords, when the card's upside down, all the swords just fall. They just fall, and you're left there with nothing left to figure out. You don't have to be in your head no more. You don't have to nothing. You just let the swords fall and start to understand that love, my friends, is all around you. It's absolutely all around you. It's beautiful. And to understand that the divine has you in every single moment of your day. Every single moment of your day. Your soul knows. This is the soulmate card. Can you come into alignment with your inner being, with the divine source that is within you? Can you do that? I believe someone's soulmate or your children are at play here. There's something about your children that are going to help open this gateway. Yeah, look at that. Empress energy. One of your children could be pregnant. You could be becoming a grandmother. You could be becoming a mom yourself. And perhaps you had to defend the need to want this, to create this, but the divine is bringing this about. This Empress energy it's about absolute being able to create. This gateway is going to open, and you're going to be able to create things that you never imagined as soon as this inward revolution happens and you connect the soul, the inner being, how they feel, and connect with them and move in a way that acts as if you're in your higher self. This is beautiful. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. That's what you're headed towards. Perhaps you're going to have an absolute, completely new understanding of what true happy emotion even means. What a beautiful reading. I love you guys. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you again soon. Blessings.